Okay, I hope you did your homework. You should, at this point, have a crack at actually finding the maximum temperature for the year for each weather station instead of the minimum temperature using our min temperatures Python script as a starting point. If you haven't, tisk tisk, hit pause, go give it a try. Really, the only way you're going to learn this stuff is by diving in there and playing with it and like actually messing with the code yourself. So I very strongly encourage you to give this a try. It's not hard. And if you have done that though, let's move forward and take a look at my result and we can compare that to yours and see if you got it right. Okay, let's compare your results to mine. Hopefully you didn't have much of a hard time in figuring out the maximum temperature observed at each weather station for the year 1800. It just involved a few changes. So if you go to the resources for this lecture, you can download my solution to it, which is the max temperature script. If you'd like, you can throw that into your Spark course directory and compare it to what you did and compare your results to mine. So let's open that up. All right. So you can see I didn't change a whole lot. The first thing I did though was extract and filter only the Tmax entries in my original data. So originally we were pulling out the Tmin entry types from our source weather data. This time I'm interested in the max temperatures observed on every day for each weather station, and that's what this line will now do. So we are filtering out everything but Tmax and putting that into a max temps RDD. And the rest is the same until we get to the reduction. So now instead of trying to find the smallest temperature observed out of all the minimum temperatures, we're trying to find the maximum of the maximum. So out of every maximum temperature for every day of the year, what's the maximum temperature that we saw throughout the entire year for each weather station? So instead of min, I now have a max here. So as I'm doing my reduction by key and boiling down all the Tmax entries for each weather station for the whole year, we're taking the max to find the largest value observed throughout the whole year. And from there on, it's all the same. We just collect the results and print them out. So let's see what we end up with. Spark-submit max temperatures.py. And it turns out that the same exact temperature was observed for both weather stations throughout the year as a maximum. So they're not that far apart geographically, so not too strange of a result. But 90.14 degrees Fahrenheit was the final result. And obviously that's more precision than the source data had. So if it seems like a coincidence, it really isn't. And that is the answer. So if you ended up with 90.14 degrees Fahrenheit, great, you did it right. If not, go back, compare what you did to me to what I did in the script and try to figure it out. Feel free to play around with it further too. So there's more things you could do there. Maybe keep the answer in Celsius, for example, instead of Fahrenheit, if you're more comfortable with that. So again, just roll up your sleeves, get your hands dirty. My whole point here is just to get you comfortable with messing around with Spark code and Python. So hopefully you've achieved that to some degree. That wasn't so hard, was it? So at this point, you should have a script that also computes the maximum temperature found in the year 1800 for each weather station ID. And you've had a little bit of familiarity with diving in and actually messing with some Spark code in Python yourself. So let's keep building upon what we've learned, and we'll go to another example next.